Yu Zecheng's story background before his high party. If we want to discuss the best spy war dramas among mainland film and television dramas, The Lurking 15 years ago, still worthy of it today, Liu Ruoqiang. After opening the door to national popularity in Ghost Animalarias, Sun Honglei once again became a star in the movie. Cui Ping has also become another brilliant label for Yao Chen following Aaron Kwok and Zhonghu. Whether it is from the actors, scripts or plots, masterpieces lurking, all are a magical drama with almost no shortcomings. So, it seems to be a teenager spy drama. But in fact, no matter what the most sophisticated thing is right in front of you, still just want to take the meal. Whether it's a boy or a girl lurking, all very suitable. Wide audience. It makes it difficult for other crews to match. Let's start the story of lurking together today. More than 10,000 points in this video will be updated within 3 days. Sooner or later the next video. 1945-3. The anti-Japanese holy fruit landed. Looking forward to the dawn of 14 years. And with this sunshine suddenly, a dark current on the earth. Again with this victory, as far as I know, San Francisco and Chiang Kai-shek have long been restrained. Not respectful. How could he not have communism? Don't say it's just that it's not about matters that get in your business. Someone will scold your mother. Yu Zecheng secretly monitored Lin, Hui, a few and other pro-communist people. Hearing them strongly condemnation of Chiang Kai-shek's deliberate omission of communists in the San Francisco conference list. Identity. It's completely confirmed. Suddenly, a gunshot outside the window. It makes both sides feel alert. I'll make a moment. After panic. Then return to work immediately. Under the troubled times, it is common for a gun to get out of fire. No concern outside the window. The essence of collecting intelligence in gun battles. At this time, the knock on the door sounded again. It's also time for the colleagues who changed shifts. I'm late. Fortunately, Section Chief Lee did not come to check the post. It's the meeting. What's wrong? Who is Lee-defeated? Lee-defected. At the same time, Dai Li, the actual helmsman of the Military Intelligence Bureau, also received news that Lee-defected to the Japanese in puppets. Lee- is the ace character released by the headquarters telecom, the code treasure of the military commander. Now, in this situation, choose to defect. The Japanese in puppets are ridiculous. But no matter what, important people must have important information. His defection is for the Military Affairs Bureau. It's really a huge loss. This Lei-headquarters has two ace characters. By the head boss. Lu Zongfang Yu Zecheng also learned about this threatening element that killed his colleagues. But only focus on work. Lee-, who has little to do with his work. Yu Zecheng was not very interested. But after listening to Lin Hui a few, Yu Zecheng deeply felt that it was reasonable. Sometimes I listen to what they say. These people are dangerous. But truth and falsehood are not the things that Yu Zecheng needs to worry about. The task of party and state education is the foundation. Dali asked Yu Zecheng about Zhang Mi's assassination. To the last words before death in the investigation of Lu Zongfang. The cause of Zhang Yi's death is also clear from this. Zhang Mingyi is Lee-'s mainland. After Lee- decided to defect to the Japanese in puppet, so he encouraged Zhang Mingyi to join the Japanese. However, Zhang Mingyi refused. News about the daily investment has been learned. To prevent the wind from leaving, Lee- naturally could not keep Zhang Mingyi's life. When will you enter the throne? Shanghai King Pu's special training class participated in the 26th year of the Republic of China. 26 or special time. You're a little qualified. Let's gather together. Journey to a foreign land. Win heart. Defend the country. Goodbye, dear Mom. Please kiss me. See you again, Mom. Don't let it be so sad. Where can I wish us happiness? Do we have to make a day? The day of marriage. Where did you see friends come from? Being taken from Moscow by Yu Zecheng and his girlfriend Zuo Lan. Now it's time to talk about marriage. The wedding day is set at the time of victory in the War of Resistance. It's also a double happiness. As for the victory, Yu Zecheng is particularly optimistic. Although the Kuomintang and the Communist Party are now fighting openly and secretly, but in the end, it will be a peaceful coexistence. You said after the victory of the anti-Japanese war, is it really possible for the world to be peaceful? It'll be a little friction. The Communist Party will definitely fight for their own interests. It's always a family sitting down for a meeting. Isn't it enough to discuss it? Do you think Chiang Kai-shek is willing to discuss the new Policy Implementation Promotion Association? He is openly opposed to the establishment of a coalition government. How could I know the name of chairman who when I was young? Chongqing is full of military command. I'm not afraid of severe pain. Military Control Commission is a rat. Yu Zecheng, who specializes in hiding in the corner and firing a black gun. Although I have been working for the Kuomintang Military Affairs Bureau for many years. But Zuo Lan was not affected by him at all. The dispute between the Kuomintang and the Communist Party. With Yu Zecheng, he stands on the opposite side of the situation. Fortunately, the interests are different. It does not seem to affect their inseparable love. You can only take a moment to start working again. Today, the task is still to monitor Lin Hui if you bring it to Mr. Man, join with it. Then open the curtains. So the rest of the colleagues took one goal. Catch it all in one place. Originally Yu Zecheng acted as planned. When you hear Zuo Lan's voice during monitoring, completely panicked. I'll introduce this to the left foreign language of Central Public School. Very good. Jia Zr's Chinese Revolution translation. Zuo Lan suddenly broke in, completely disrupted Yu Zecheng's formation. After a moment, the arrival of the dream of the target person let Yu Zecheng fall into a huge tangle. If it is this moment, schematic is planned. All the companions are caught in one go. Zuo Lan will definitely benefit. Involves in love, even if it's organizing tasks. It must be ranked behind Zuo Lan. The inner game slowed down Yu Zecheng's plan to inform his colleagues, until Mr. Mang received an ambush from his roommate. The rice shop evacuated as soon as possible. It declares today's action. So it's broken. Seeing Zuo Lan leading her back, the sound of rain is completely at ease. Delete quietly. There's a tape about Zuo Lan to pull it open. The curtains gathered colleagues to join forces. This battle was already destined to be empty. Section Chief Li is here. Why is Mr. Mu so quiet? Who are you looking for? Who are you? I am Mr. Cheng Bolin's friend. Yeah? Mr. Yanji will take good care of you. Sitting in the corner. Yu Zecheng found that the scarf that he gave to Zuo Lan yesterday was left behind was exposed. Yu Zecheng used search as a cover-up. Secretly hide the scarf in your pocket. But all this has long been seen by his boss Lu Zhongfang. But, although this traitor is no longer concealed, but Lu Zhongfang did not make any mistake on the spot. Yu Zhe became Lu Zhongfang. One-hand trading. Even if there is any doubt. Not good either. Poke in public. When there is no one around. This is why I question Zecheng's faith history. You have no sympathy for the Lord. I brought you up with you. I'll always remind you. Don't be smart. The doctor kept thinking about it and then stayed until the death conference to shout. Have you and Zuo Lan already talked about marriage? Lu Zhongfang no longer questioned his position. Instead, he asked about his relationship with Zuo Lan. Although it's okay to fall in love and get married. But before that, you became convenient for joining the military regime. In the registration form, register as a married person. The existing home. It will be more stable and stable. The probability of rebellion is even lower. Although the original registration form was filled out by Lu Zhongfang himself. But now he and Zuo Lan always know about it. It is inevitable that you will be able to show up to make friends with beautiful women. I'll remind you. Don't treat family law as a play. But in front of Zuo Lan, any moving method will eventually ignore meaningless children's plays. In such a chaotic world, only Zuo Lan. It is a good way to heal your world. The left blue direction is Yu Zecheng display. I saw the Chinese Revolution that day. In front of Yu Zecheng, Zuo Lan has never concealed her attitude towards the revolution, although contrary to its concept. But Yu Zecheng never stopped him. I only advise him to use every pen to write various beliefs in the future. But other blocking security is the fundamental. Promise me, Zecheng. What's wrong with you? Promise me. Good. I promise you. In the future, use a pseudonym without using. End of love. When the section chief waited until Yu Zecheng returned to the office, Lu Zhongfang had been waiting for a long time. If you don't wait for more, you will have more reaction. Then declare that the people will follow each other. News that he went to Nanjing to perform a secret mission together. Yes. Nothing to know about the contingent timing. What Yu Zecheng couldn't rest assured was not blocked. But due to organizational discipline, Yu Zecheng can't stop left. Disclose any news. The war is not over. You are a member of the party in the state, not the chairman of a woman. The boss can believe it. But can't I? Wait for you to become the chairman. You can too. But it's not now. Zuo Lan's opening ceremony has been passed to the superiors. Second debate on this King Tribute article. There is no doubt that Zuo Lan Yu Zecheng will push to the edge of the cliff. Now Lu Zongfang takes Yu Zecheng away from Chongqing. It is the best protection for him and Zuo Lan. Lu Zecheng understands Lu Sufang's good intention. But love defeated the same. The door has been blocked by Lu Sufang. Lu Zecheng left Chongqing briefly. Notify warnings through letters. Showing people come. Restless or unintentional. Leaking secrets. In the letter, Yu Zecheng changed the location to cunning. The war of resistance is about to win. Everyone who survives has the right to enjoy happiness. But first of all, cherish life. I swear, I will cherish life. Never be in danger. I also beg you to wait for me to come back with a beautiful life. Wait until you board the train to Nanjing. Yu Zhe learned that the mission was to assassinate the dog who defected to Japan. Committed suicide. Why don't you send someone from the action team? I've never performed a task like this. The operation team should have been responsible for the assassination operation. But Director Li is concerned. Lu has a deep connection design in the military head. But Yu Zecheng knew nothing about it. Less risk. In addition, it is also Lu Zefang's special arrangement. Lu Zefang has learned the reason for the previous mission failure. It is precisely because Yu Zhe has become an obstacle to protection in the Communist Party. If it weren't for that mysterious phone, you may be silent for him now. Do you know? It destroys the organization's actions by one's own desires. Once the military commission finds out this matter, Yu Zecheng may not be able to wait until the day he married Zuo Lan. Why did I drag you to Nanjing? I'm afraid your life will be awkward overnight. Your life will never wait for you to come back. It is to teach you to cherish life. Can you keep things in the room if you drag them? How can you peek at my letters? Why are you arrogant? You peek. If I don't read the intelligence department, I'll take it to see it, knowing that he is dead. Nanjing is not only responsible for the tasks assigned by the organization. It is the only way to get yourself out of trouble with Zuo Lan. Yu Zecheng had no complaints anymore. This action was achieved after repeated relaxation. Direct single-line contact. Besides, only Dai Li knew about the assassination mission. Yu Zecheng, a character from Lao Wenchai, was the telecommunications supervisor who was once placed in the Baoting furniture department of the military command. The reason for going to Nanjing this time was to retreat for the exposure of his identity. Is it assassination or kill if you have a chance? Assassination is not your mission. Just check the implementation of Li's activities. I'll make another arrangement. I who secretly helped Yu Zecheng, even though he is a traitor. But now Japan's defeat is a foregone conclusion. Traitors like Zuo, the most willing to work hard for the party and the country to have a glimmer of hope after the victory of the anti-Japanese war. In addition, Lu Zongfang handed a watch to Yu Zecheng. If Lu Zongfang unfortunately dies, the Iron Boss of the Shaanxi Association will arrange the place to go. If you don't bring me to Nanjing this time, will he above investigate me? Will he investigate me when he comes? Don't think about these things. Remember, if Li is successful, the entire Military Affairs Bureau will celebrate the peace war of resistance for you. The opportunity to make great contributions is almost over. It's less than a beauty's. Go. Thanks. After contacting Zhu Huan, Then Yu Zecheng was introduced to the Director of General Administration of Zhengbao, one Li Lang Yu Zecheng. From then on, they will secretly monitor Li-Hyphen's whereabouts at the Telecommunications Office of the General Administration of Political Security. There is also Shikawa from the Japanese Army headquarters. Finally, of course, there is Li-Hyphen. Li-Hyphen is the direct boss of Yu Zecheng, Director Li, to help Yu Zecheng receive advice in the extraordinary period in the future. Even if you use acquaintances to introduce, it is inevitable to stay vigilant. 3 people need to inquire about the reality of Yu Zecheng before they can grow old. He promoted me to go to the 2nd Department of Military Command. When I was in the Central Cadre School, Kang Zhe and Cheng Qingkuo fight. The younger generations followed Cheng Qingkuo firmly. When leaving the Cadre School, it was Li Shikuyuan, the military command recommended by Cheng Qingkuo. Have you sent a radio station when you were alive? Oh, photographed. But I didn't receive the liaison officer's Zuo Lan, recruited by Yang Sen's 20th Army. So when it was transmitted to Hankou, he sank the radio station into the river. Did people ask questions? Yu Zecheng is already ready to answer. Under the side of Wan Li Lei, Yu Zecheng scored a goal to the boss Li-Hyphen, but he has not yet gained his trust. And be proud of others. Don't want to give a little thin face. Military Command has a secret radio station in Nanjing. Do you know? I know there are 2 steps. But they knew that the news of my coming to Nanjing must have been transferred. How did you expose it? The organization of coal authorities in dating data was cracked. Someone rebelled. Betrayed. Mr. Mao. I once told me before my death. I said that you can find him or Mr. Zhu in the most critical moment. So I'm here in Nanjing. Are you familiar with the Military Control Commission? Not familiar. Chief Zhong and Dai Li are incompatible. After some question, it was also something that Yu Zecheng could not trust. It is best to prove that Yu Zecheng's workstation is opposite Li-Hyphen's office. Whenever Li-Hyphen leaves the General Administration of Political Security, Yu Zecheng will record the time. Find out when going out. After the law of good. Then he followed him quietly and found Li-Hyphen's address. Finding these key clues. Later Yu Zecheng decided to meet Lu Songfang. Report clues. Stocks on Young and Battlefield are also postponed. Is there any? No show today. What do you want to say? I know a lot of arbitrage news. The faster I take action, the better. All right. I'll help you with medical treatment. Then return according to Joy. Lock forward the old rules. 5 points of the old rules of Xilehue. Then let's do it. Thanks. Yu Zecheng arrived at the agreed Joy conference room at 5 o'clock. Just before the 2 are about to meet, Lu Zongfeng was inexplicably assassinated. He is his only contact person in Nanjing. He is also a benefactor who gives himself and Zuo Lan a glimmer of hope. When Lu Zongfeng fell in a pool of blood, Yu Zecheng, thousands of heart, tragic and surging. But it cannot show any numbness in front of the world. To the stiff 5 senses, Yu Zecheng is like walking. It's usually floating. All this happens so suddenly. Losing a contact person. It's like losing Ling Dun. He doesn't know how to face the next task. Females I Cheng can only return to this hairy pine tree for the time being. To avoid leaving the post for too long. It makes people suspicious. Documents of the General Administration and the Japanese Army Command. You guys didn't see it. This is not what I mean. This is what Chairman Chen and the camp team mean. Li-Hyphen, the squirrel, angrily opened his eyes and scolded his subordinates. Don't know what to do. Make everyone feel comfortable. You all made contribution. Don't want to go. Then let Ding Bai village go for thousands of miles. Soon after, Li-Hyphen hurriedly left the office. His phones rang. Tell the colleagues on the other side to be a little big. Instead, let Yu Zecheng answer the phone. Deliberate explanation. If you ask where he is, I removed the planning bureau to respond in vain. He went to the train station. He went to the phone. Go to the telephone office. Well, all just left. I'm okay. What's wrong? Is it the director? Yes. The master goes to our Uijin headquarters. It's not like I'm going upstairs to make some records. Send people to the northeast to perform lurking missions in the future. become a disaster that everyone can hide. Now, Japan is already declining. Not to mention his reputation has been destroyed by the Japanese. I'm afraid even a good ending is not good. I predict that this is not the case in the business stall. And I will succeed in the things I want to record. It was Shen Harn who killed Lu Zongfang. You are all from the Military Control Commission. I kill each other. The Military Control Commission has a secret counterattack in Nanjing. Specially trained people who go to Yan to perform special tasks. 9 sentences were made in the first 2 months. It was quickly cracked by Yan'an. Kazti. It's very annoying above. Start the investigation. Yesterday, a traitor from the Zonggong confessed to him. The above decided to get rid of him. You mean Lu Zongfang is from the CCP. The murderer is a military commander. And according to what he said, Lu Zongfang is a Communist Party member who went to Nanjing this time. Formally raised the second batch of secrets to Yan'an for exemption. Therefore, the military commission intends to deal with it. The State Security Administration was able to arrest it on the spot. This is not the reason for him. According to their investigation, the purpose of Lu Zongfang rushing to Nanjing. There are other people who came to Nanjing to kill me. You know it's not this, I really don't know it hurts. Does it hurt or not? Going home really. They do how many half an hour they are playing. I'll get them in one go. Do we also want to catch this and borrow it from him? He still discovered it. Just to save you. Yu Zecheng. Of course I know that the accomplice they refer to is himself. Lu Zongfang's identity is his death. Suddenly with Lu Zongfang's death, now only Dai Li is the only one who knows that he has removed his identity. Then, to keep safety, Yu Zecheng simply acted and interrupted the mission. Leave Nanjing. The plan to live the coveted stable life with Zuo Lan. Yu Zecheng came to Lu Zongfang. Stay in Nanjing. But the moment I saw the photo with Lu Zongfang, only dared to feel sad. He died on the road to the war of resistance. But after he fell, become a deserter for granted. The pistol stored in the box is a bright red flag that needs to be inherited urgently. Lift him over your head. It has nothing to do with the Military Affairs Commission or the Communist Party. This is Chinese. We'll be surprised by a fight against Japan and Britain. Yu Zecheng decided to complete the mission of assassinating Lu Hyphen alone. Apply every bullet with poison to ensure the kill is clean. It can also help him protect as much pain as possible. Then on the way Li Hyphen can pass. Set up an ambush in advance. Don't get out of the car and get lost here. Return to Yu Zecheng who was hiding in the dark. Quickly solve 2 guards. Such an important assassination. Often multiple people collaborate. Li Hyphen. Self-known. Outnumbered. He can't escape the disaster and throw the gun. In order to keep people in the countryside. Until Yu Zecheng appears. Only then did Li Hyphen realize that he would never leave his home after all. Even more surprised that he dared to act alone. You're the only one. You're from Chongqing. It's from Yan'an. Anti-Japanese. Sooner or later one shot will kill you. Rich. Yu Zecheng cuts off another shot with 100. Then quickly drive away. But in the end, one secret is a secret. It's left nearby. It is predicted to be a driving stolen car. It is the special vehicle equipped with internal personnel. Just when Zecheng was preparing to evacuate, the Nanjing station of the Military Intelligence Bureau took the lead in picking him up. And if you want to meet Yu Zecheng, you are more important people. Dai Li's special envoy Yu Siming came this time because he was instructed by Dai Li why to kill the enemy alone. Yu Zecheng, who gave birth to the X-Indu Conference for the Military Commission, awarded the 3rd class after Glow Medal. Master Zhu body. But, although Yu Zecheng completed the mission bravely, but it is not possible to return to Chongqing Military Administration. Another top-secret mission. Yu Zecheng needs to continue to lurk in the Political Security Administration as Lao Wenchai. Complete a batch of important combat preparation. When it was secretly shipped from Shanghai to Chongqing last month. Found by the Japanese army and locked at the door. I'll come to Nanjing this time. It is for this to be negotiated with the Japanese to save this group of important things. You are responsible for my telecommunications contact with Chongqing. Well, on the radio station, I will use your corona to poke it for a while. When I send you back, the person who picks you up will give you the password book. Will their radio station make mistakes? It's better to find a business desk. It'll be safer. Theirs are the safest. If you are in the process of execution, some people suspect that you are talking about Ding, MUCN's business intelligence exchanges with Chongqing. Director Ding. Then what should he do if he knows? He will say, yes. You don't have to worry about this. Although Yu Zecheng still doesn't know the logical relationship between them. But that's what it means. Yu Zecheng is also this top secret mission. Shouldn't continue to hit him. His biggest confusion now lies in the fact that Lu Zongfang has been together for 8 years. But he never noticed his identity as a communist. Maybe it was an accident. You can't say it's a rumor. Lu Zongfang is the inner demon of the Communist Party. Such people who were instigated in Zion 2 years ago must be completely eliminated. It's also a warning for you. He's really a communist. Is anyone? Yu Zhe became a place to send all the gifts to thousands of people. If he died in the mission, then he went to the Shaanxi Association with his watch and handed it to the boss. Yu Zecheng left after being told to traffic in our watch. But Boss Siren asked him to meet him directly. I've brought you an important person. Don't move. Don't be so nervous. I know who you are. I don't want to see you guys finish some. I feel at ease. Say goodbye. The person invited by Boss Siren is Zuo Lan. No predictions. Zuo Lan is also a communist. He has been targeted by the Military Control Commission in Chongqing. Therefore, I plan to go to Yan'an on this point. This time I rush to Nanjing. In addition to meeting your beloved, I also want to take him to Yan'an. Would you like to go to Yan'an with me? You all know who I am, a communist. Don't take me to my internal skills yet. These situations of you. Lao Lu has reported to Yan'an. You sympathize with the Communist Party for the war of resistance. Promoted people. All Yan'an know that you don't have any worries. Why did he say this? He hopes you can be one of us. Lu Zongfang's investigation paper for Yu Zecheng. It only started this mission. During the years. Even if you do something for the military commission, we'll be united. The Communist Party's transactions at the San Francisco conference will help progressive people like Zuo Lan. Lu Zongfang could feel that what Yu Zecheng wanted to do was to fight against Japan. It is to enable China to move towards peaceful reunification, not loyal to the military regime. And Lu Zongfang knew very well. The Kuomintang's values are completely contrary to him. Therefore, Yu Zecheng is the best candidate to recruit the Communist Party. What's more, he's leaving. But Yu Zecheng still fought as usual. When the victory of the War of Resistance comes, it was the period when the Kuomintang and the Communist Party united and founded the country. Such a rebellion, like an enemy, it's really unnecessary. All he expected was a peaceful little day. We are two ordinary people, not Chiang Kai-shek and Mao Zedong. We will have our own lives in the future. Then you will find that there is no politics in our lives. It's just food, oil and salt. You really think after the victory of the War of Resistance, the national government holds a conference. Everyone can eat in a pot. A Kuomintang and a communist. It's really a carefree family. Sure, Zuo Lan also questioned the idea that it is difficult to change. But he knows enough about the current situation. Yu Zecheng's thoughts. Idealist who ignores romance. An unrealistic luxury for the future. Then, he is willing to make a bet with Yu Zecheng. What is their marriage and future? Berlin surrendered yesterday. I think it will be Tokyo tomorrow. If everything is as you imagine. If it will be a peaceful era in the future. I'll come back to marry you. Then what if that's not the case? Then I hope you can go to Yan'an. Did you agree? Yan'an is authentic again. Don't catch the attack again. Grab the 3 clears. A military commander went. Is there still a way out? We all have political beliefs. Haven't talked about it before. Because we have to hide it. To be honest. Lao Lu thinks. No. The time to do your job is up. I didn't expect you to hesitate. I have no faith. If so, I have a conscience now. Dr. Wei the Japanese. In the future, I believe in life and want you to be like this. But that kind of life doesn't exist at all. It's not that it doesn't exist. Do you really love me? No one picks up the factory. If you think our previous relationships are true, don't say this. This conversation ended in a bad mood. Who made the car this end? This is the telecommunications car. Rabbit, who seems to be a newcomer. Chongqing Yu Zecheng, who stole from Chongqing, will be a regular subordinate. Then he secretly sent Yu Zi to. Let Yu Zecheng send a telegram to the Japanese side. The content of the telegram shocked Yu Zecheng very much. Previously, what Yu Ziming said was not the war preparation materials seized by the Japanese army. It's a boat of personal belongings between Dai Li and Butterfly to redeem the financial group. The Military Control Commission is willing to pay 18,000 levies of food and wages and the anti-Japanese information of the new Fourth Army. Enough data at the critical juncture of victory in the War of Resistance. What is the intention of this move of the Military Control Commission and treason? The most desperate thing is a warrior who is determined to fight the enemy. The moment I found that the bullets in the live warriors above were regarded as tools for money-making, past faith will collapse. And at this time, Yu Zecheng also faces doubts from the general administration of Zhengbao. The telegram incident was caught by Wan Lilang. Fortunately, the military commission was wanted by Dingjiuo village. Yu Zecheng will not reveal his identity because of this. But they have already observed the ruts left at the scene of the assassination of Li. It is precisely from Wu Zecheng's identity as the Military Control Commission. Still can't hide this person's background is complicated. Don't catch. Don't review it either. Saving too much will save trouble. He must be Golden Boy's man. Where did Li die? Let it disappear. Assassination. A message passed by Yu Zecheng. The batch of combat supplies has successfully crashed. After a while, the gold bars and $20 will become Yu Zecheng's support. But this military medal was like a stain on Yu Zecheng. After all, this is just a gagging diversion. Warriors fight for the country and honor. When money becomes the motivation to wield your fist, faith is gone. A fighter who reported to the death. This is stubborn in the face of the enemy's peacekeeping issue. I'm a little confused. I don't know who to fight. Of course, it's with the Japanese and the pseudo-regime. I believe you understand. Thinking about it, you're going back. Director Dai and I both believe it. You will definitely fight against the Japanese in puppets like a warrior. Yu Ziming, who I know, turns around and goes to the private room. Japanese geisha with her left hand. The right hand talks about the broad posture with the Japanese invaders. The slogan that made them majestic just now suddenly smiled. It also completely transformed Yu Zecheng's belief in the island country into nothingness. After leaving the izakaya, I gave a gold bar $1 to the beggar on the roadside. It can be considered a break from Adang's bloodline. The Communist Party is the last hope to rescue him from the current haze. So he wants to return to the Shangxi Guild Hall again to find the Iron Boss. But Wan Lilang set his sights on Yu Zecheng early. I used city, full of vigilance. I also noticed someone following me. Well, the love case happened in front of the Shangxi Guild Hall. Hearing the gun, Boss Iron rescued Yu Zecheng immediately. After rescue, Yu Zecheng. Fortunately, I saved my life. Boss Iron takes Yu Zecheng back to his hometown in the countryside to recuperate. Such a stable source of peach blossoms. Contrary to the bloody storm outside, the more comfortable it is, the more worried you are. A world of war outside. Both sides of the Kuomintang and the Communist Party are also at strife. Fire opposition. Yu Zecheng's previous peaceful coexistence. Fantasy to just destroy your face. It seems to be okay. I don't want to do something for the princess. I'm going to Yan'an. You're just doing it for us. Even for him, just for Hong Yan. I'm worried that you don't have the same intention. As long as you feel it's worth it, you'll have it. Why did you go to work for 8 years? I think the Military Control Commission is a revolution. Revolution is to fight against Japan. I'm in despair now. The Military Control Commission and the Japanese are not clean. Yu Zecheng is willing to go through fire for Zuo Lan. The Communist Party also needs people like Yu Zecheng who are ideal and capable to join. It's a pity. Yu Zecheng's hope of revolution with the beautiful Mandarin duck. I'm afraid it's difficult to achieve. The tasks given to Yu Zecheng by the organization, not to go to Yan'an. Instead, return to Chongqing. Continue to lurk among the enemy with the military leader. I know the enemy. Hope to be with Zuo Lan. But you know the two armies. We need a lot of gun-holding warriors. You need to have eyes like you, and you have received special training. This raises the plague. Don't I understand? I see. Yu Zecheng needs a lively military commander's golden war. He has made military achievements as Yi Chenggong assassination of Li Hyphen. It's good that St. Liu's being returned to Chongqing to accumulate materials in the future. In addition, the organization has planned the remarks after the successive cases for Yu Zecheng. He was rescued by a Hunan businessman. The injury has improved slightly. Report to the organization immediately. The candidate for this Hunan businessman has also been carefully crafted. He was expected to have this identity as a distant relative of Zhang Jingwei's wife Chen Baiyu. Even if he opposes Chang today, it is reasonable. Therefore, the Military Control Commission man asked some clues from him. Certainly, the Military Control Commission also has the possibility of going to ask questions as a Japanese puppet. It happened that the businessman's nephew's wife was detained by the General Administration. I have a grudge with the General Administration of the People's Republic of China. No clues are asked in the short term. And soon after, the businessman's family is going to the Philippines to inherit the ancestral business. Yu Zecheng's secret will sink the stones into the sea. Wait until Yu Zecheng was sent back to Chongqing. It's time to start from a lurking work. This mission is code-named Emmy Peak, and his contact person on the street is a mountaineer. During this period, the organization will transmit information to Yu Zecheng in a timed broadcast in the specific band. Just return to Nanjing Station. Yu Zecheng sent him back to Chongqing without stopping. For months ago, set out in the name of punishing traitors. Now returning as a traitor. Although it was a decision made for the anti-Japanese revolution. But for the Military Affairs Bureau, still ahead losing crime. In the face of life and death, how could Yu Zecheng not let out a trace of regret? But the thoughts disappeared in my mind. China Minsheng has begun. Real, Yang Xiao, you only have one day. You are the hero. Yu Zecheng assassinated Li Hyphen. The Military Intelligence Bureau, which is particularly valued by other regions, has a lot of such talents who are eager to do so. Only, not long after Chongqing, Tianjin Station Manager, Wu Jingzhong immediately said, report requests Yu Zecheng to go to the engine for his use. Wu Jingzhong became a teacher in Yu Zecheng's Shanghai Youth Training class. This is true. I believe Wu Jingzhong will be reused in Zio Chen. Sunai Li rests satisfied. Let him play for the engine station. The only concern is that he feels uncomfortable. After the war of temptation, it is to make money and make money every time you sell. It's easy to be a power group. Not bad. Even if you have merit, you can't let it go. I need to remember the engine Gangguang Mansion. Wealth belongs to the party and the country. Don't forget your righteousness when you see profit. Some people manage their finances in Shanghai. Turn around. I want to punish students severely. Must do your best to be the deputy webmaster. The director is humble and kissed by Yu Zecheng wakes up and goes home to visit relatives. But visiting relatives is no excuse. The purpose is to go to the Hebei Central Base to receive ideological education. After all, in the opinion of the organization, among the reasons why Yu Zecheng joined the Communist Party, the impact of blocking is more prominent. In addition, the training method of the military commission is very different from that of our party. Therefore, in the Hebei Central Base area, Yu Zecheng needs to receive new intelligence training and ideological education on ritual supervision. If there is a major crisis, can stop working immediately, entering shock state, can refuse calls from liaison officers. If security is severely threatened, can get out immediately. Thanks. I see. Secret station is a very independent job. Personal will often play an important role. More often your leader is your personal trust. No one around can discuss. Facing a critical situation, only rely on yourself. When necessary, you can do some bad things too. You can develop an anti-animal face, which can adapt to anything in a special environment. But faith must not. But as for Zuo Lan and Yu Zecheng, they could not meet as they wished. Now he has set out for the Soviet Union. After that, the two met still unknown when. Yu Zecheng's identity task is completely confidential throughout the organization. Now the camp is the same. But even his fiancée Zuo Lan still couldn't know that Yu Zecheng had been brought into work by our party. The endless grains of the website manager in Nanjing. And Yu Zecheng went to the Nanjing. Then take the job. Time is like a wild donkey, running non-stop. You've all wrinkled. Just like my prostate often rebels. Students for many years. I knew the teacher's preferences before I met. A night pearl that is mixed up by a fellow villager. He presented with Jingzhong. This meeting is very important and so. More determined with Jing. Zhong Yu Zecheng's idea of treating him as his own people. Tianjin station results have not been explained yet. The background of all the people on the site is quite deep. But there is no confidant of him. But Tianjin station is a front fence changed by Chongqing. It is very expensive to build a back fence dog. And Yu Zecheng asked him to promote it. Now I'll take it myself. No other purpose. It is to have a card game that belongs to him first in the engine station. Just call the webmaster in the future. Don't be honest. Everyone here was sent from Chongqing. Some backgrounds are very complicated. I'm not very good, you are mine. Do you understand this meaning? Clear. Yu Zhe became the director of the confidential office. There are also operation teams and intelligence departments in the engine station. The two departments in confidential rooms work together. Mutual restraint. Yu Zecheng is not familiar with the place. How to survive among the wood. He is also the top priority of his future mission. By the way, both of them are very experienced. Oops. Good. I'll introduce you to the Director of Intelligence. Qiaoshan Intelligence Department Director Qiaoshan and Department Director Zheng Jianning's religious kindness is difficult for him to think. However, the captain of the new East Team Ma, who is Yu Zecheng's acquaintance in Nanjing Yu Zecheng. Hello? Hello? Captain Ma. The webmaster has introduced you for a long time. Definitely very experienced. I hope I can cooperate more in my work in the future. We will be colleagues in the future. Thank you, thank you. His appearance will undoubtedly become an insurmountable obstacle on Yu Zecheng's lurking road. Now all three important figures have appeared. The lurking mission will officially begin. How should Yu Zecheng wander into the engine station, where people's hearts are unpredictable and intrigued? Can his love with Zuo Lan be fulfilled? Let's slowly reveal it in the next video. This video review has been reviewed by 10,000 and will be updated within 3 days. The next video is Lurking and Starting. Adapted from the novel of the same name by Asian writer Long Yi at the end of 2008. But the original novel is less than 20,000 words edited. If it is filmed as a TV series, it's just a single episode size. Therefore, screenwriter and director Zhang Wei spent 10 months to expand the novel into a script with 400,000 words. In creating. The principle of Zhang Wei's narrative is that there are a lot of positive content in the story, but they must not be exposed, otherwise it seems too deliberate and preaching. In order to create a different color for this spy war drama, Zhang Wei and the exciting plot, a lot of humorous plots have been added. More highlights the entertainment elements. Let look more different from other spy war dramas. It also makes this drama today 15 years later. It still has a terrifying 9.5 rating and Douban rating, the pinnacle of domestic spyware dramas, also because of the addition of entertainment elements. The relaxed and humorous plot has a certain degree of suffocation caused by tension. This drama is one of the best rhythmic senses in TV series I have watched. Even in one breath, it looks very smooth. The historical background that is not critical for the plot's influence in the characters hidden in the lines do not take up too much ink. Ensures smooth narrative. But there are many details worth digging in depth. So, no matter if you are taking a meal for entertainment, still want to understand the dangers that those unsung heroes experienced in that era, it can perfectly meet the needs. Therefore, during the explanation process, in order not to affect the rhythm of the original drama, some details about the background or plot of the characters will be text on the screen. or make detailed additions at the end of the video. Audiences who want to watch the plot or want to know the background can watch it as needed. The content of the first video is the beginning of the story as Lin Huaifu, the list of the old New Mountain conferences for Chiang Kai-shek and the Tang Dynasty. May 25, 1945. San Francisco to hold a UN Constitutional Conference, mainly to discuss the formulation of the international order after the victory of World War II, and prepare for the establishment of a United Nations meeting. The importance is self-evident, but just like Lin Huaifu criticized, Chiang Kai-shek attempts to monopolize the Chinese delegation's quota, exclude the Communist Party, the Democratic League and nonpartisans. Victory as a war of resistance. The Communist Party, which made great efforts and sacrifices, participated speechless lie. It's really unreasonable. Final. With the unremitting efforts of Zhu Enlai and others, Chinese Communist Party representative Dong Bai will become a member of the Chinese delegation. This is the first official public appearance of the CCP on the international political stage. This event is the beginning of the whole story. It also explains the story background of the whole play. How did the Communist Party break through the siege under the dark encirclement of the Kuomintang? Yu Zecheng reported the information he heard to his superior Lu Zongfang. After that, two people have been working for many years. Yu Zecheng expressed his views on the San Francisco conference ceremony to Lu Zongfang without any scruple. After hearing Yu Zecheng agree with Lin Huaifu's point of view, Lu Zongfang maintains his superiors. It was serious but thoughtful that he should have before responding after for seconds of his life. These people are dangerous. It is precisely because of this point of view. It was the reason why Zuo Lan said that Lao Li thought, the time to do work in Yu Zecheng has come. Lu Zongfang saw Yu Zhe become a patriot who truly cares about the cause of anti-Japanese war. Only then will we make a view that is contrary to the values of the Kuomintang Military Commission. If it were replaced by a real military officer, this matter should not only be rejected immediately and criticized Yu Zecheng. It is also necessary to justify Jiang's behavior of trying to monopolize the list, gain a good reputation, to completely dispel the concerns of subordinates. After confirming that he has the opportunity to do it, Yu Zecheng, Lu Zongfang, who appears to be the Military Control Commission, didn't directly deny Yu Zecheng's idea. These people are all threatening elements, more like a polite reminder to disguise your identity. So in this short conversation, it has already shown Lu Zongfang's identity, and he was also ready to go to Yu Zecheng at this time. After we learned about Lu Zongfang's identity, it's not difficult to guess the secret phone number that has been quietly transferred by new buyers including Zuo Lan. It was exactly what Lu Zongfang did. After Yu Zecheng lets Zuo Lan go. When going downstairs and gathering with the action team, Lu Zongfang was late because of this. Yu Zecheng participated in the Military Control Commission for 8 years, still rebellious with the Kuomintang. On the contrary, the reason for his opinion is also related to his origin in the Qingpu Special Training Class. Qingpu Special Training Class was established in 1937. Yu Zecheng belongs to the earliest special training classes. The main purpose is to train guerrilla warfare in the Japanese-occupied areas. The middle-level military commanders are mainly young students. The written test is in the early stages of comprehensive anti-Japanese war. These young students are full of enthusiasm for fighting Japan. Everyone joined Yu Zecheng to save my ideal. It is to continue this mind. He joined the Kuomintang, entered the Military Control Commission, just for the revolution, just anti-Japanese. So, after seeing that the true purpose of the Military Control Commission goes against its ideal, only then will he join the Communist Party without hesitation. Many people still think he joins the Communist Party just to block. But this original intention is also a key factor that prompts him to do so. In addition, Yu Zhe fills in the registration form for the Qingpu Special Training Class on a daily basis. At first glance, a conflict design that lays the groundwork for the subsequent plot. But the first sentence dilates colluded hyphen in the plot. Just ask his family. Go to his parents, wife and children. Ultimate street dance. Probably the retreat has been repaired long ago. If the subordinate has a family, It is more susceptible to restrictions and control to a certain extent. Therefore, having a family will indeed be more conducive to entering the military commission. Yu Zecheng. The first task I received in the play is to assassinate the traitor Li Hyphen. After the assassination was successful, Yu Zecheng was praised by Dai Li. Successfully gained the trust of Dai Li, director of the Military Affairs Bureau. This layer of trust will become a lurking place for Yu Zhe in the future. Tianjin Station also has a crucial impact. Why is Li Hyphen so important to the Military Affairs Bureau? As mentioned in the previous plot, Li Hyphen is the ace character released by Telecom, the code treasure of the military commander. But the one who can best enhance Li Hyphen's identity is. Dai Li's words are about to be finished. Now the people who die next door are more than Exing and Chen Mingqiu. And Exing and Chen Mingqiu are going to work together to organize the task. They are the same as Li Hyphen. All chose to betray the Kuomintang. 1937. Dai Li formed a local armed force in Shanghai to cooperate with regular army operation. Later known as the Zhongyi National Salvation Army, Exing was the deputy commander-in-chief of the Zhongyi National Salvation Army. 1939. He leads tens of thousands of soldiers surrendered to Japan. This became the first senior Kuomintang general to surrender to the enemy after the full war of resistance. It is also the general with the largest number of enemies at one time. 4 ships surrender behind enemy lines. The Zhongyi National Salvation Army began to lose morale. Many people who have lost confidence have entered the footsteps of the core ship. Among them is the defection of Chen Mingqiu and the others. Not only did the Kuomintang troops suffer heavy losses, influenced military power, it greatly undermined the influence of the Kuomintang. It also affected Dai Li's position in Chiang Kai-shek's heart. How could Dai Li not make her Thichi? Immediately ordered to be arrested and killed at all costs, a group of alumni finally sang the strength of the core ship in Chen Mingqiu. Killed by a killer arranged by the Military Control Commission. In 1945, 15 years after Li Hyphen defected, Dai Li put him together with the 2 people who are recorded in the history of the traitor. It can prove the impact of his defection better than a military code book. It's a must for the Japanese army to be defeated. But the closer we get to the victory of the War of Resistance, the competition between the Kuomintang and the Communist Party will become more intense. In such a time, an incident of defection by important figures. Undoubtedly, once again, the Changmin Party lost its heart. It made Dai Li unable to raise his head in front of Chiang Kai-shek. Therefore, only Dai Li would attach so much importance to the assassination of the fierce Feng. After Yu Zecheng's assassination was successful, Dai Li also became his protective umbrella to a certain extent. Yu Zecheng discussed with 3 people at the dinner table. Very exciting too. As for how Yu Zecheng escaped the question of one trust, the principle is actually in the subsequent plot. It has been stated indirectly. After Yu Zecheng joined the communist camp, the organization found a proof of his reasonable rule out the suspicion of his actions after being shot. A businessman who has a relationship with Wang Junhui and the Military Control Commission. Therefore, whether the investigator is in the Military Control Commission or the Japanese puppet, all have the rationality that you cannot ask clues from businessmen. That is, there is no way to verify. When I first met Li Hyphen, I provided Yu Zecheng with the background of the character of Lao Wenchai. It is Lu Zongfang, who is the Communist Party. He also followed the principle of inexplicable. For Yu Zecheng, he won the trust of 3 people, who promoted me to go to the 2nd Department of Military Command, answering Wan Li Dao's questions. Yu Zecheng brought out the battle between Cheng Qingkuo and Kang Zhe. The reason why his team Cheng Qingkuo finally won. Lao Wenchai's battle team, who lives in the Central Cadre School. The reason for this is very reasonable for the education director of Central Cadre School Zhang Qingkuo. In addition, during the Central Cadre School period, it was already 2 battles between Cheng Qingkuo and Kang Zhe. In the first battle, the prince system established by Cheng Qingkuo won a great victory. Therefore, at that time, this is what Cheng Qingkuo said. Mainstream. A large number of people. It's even more difficult to track down one of the supporters. As the Japanese and puppet identity of Wan Lilang, I can't learn from Chang Qingkuo personally. Therefore, this achieves the goal of being unverified, given the rationality of the prediction. Wan Lilang naturally believed his words. The same is true when facing Shichuan and Li Haifeng. When Li Shiquyuan was alive, Li Xiaxuan is the leader of the No. 76 spy organization. As Wang Jingwei, a spy who stayed in Chongqing, Old Wintai, will definitely be sent to a radio station. Therefore, Yu Zecheng answered that he sent. But since the radio has been set, it must be equipped with a password book. Of course, Yu Zecheng didn't. So I answered, but I didn't receive it. The reason for not receiving it was because the liaison officer's Zuo Lan was snatched by the Kuomintang. The liaison officer threw away the radio when the ship arrived in Hankou. Therefore, Lao Wenchai did not receive the radio station. Li Sehun died in 1943. Shi Chuan is also unverified. At last, Li Haifeng and the military command's secret radio station in Nanjing are the entrance. Lao Wenchai previously served in the 2nd Department of the Military Command. Certainly, should know the location of the secret radio station. Even if Yu Zecheng doesn't know, must come back to guide. But immediately, after the military command learned that Lao Wenchai had defected to Nanjing, the radio station question must have been transferred. Therefore, gallop across the sea. Then, second question about the reason why Lao Wenchai was exposed. Yu Zecheng attributed it to learning that someone was betrayed in May's organ. I explained Lao Wenchai's identity. May Agency specializes in handling Wang Jingwei's affairs. Therefore, knowing that Lao Wenchai is not uncommon, the rebels are no longer affiliated with the Japanese puppet. There is no way to ask about it as a habit of monitoring the Wang puppet regime. The other members of the May Agency are not Li Haifeng, a small director of the telecommunications office, who are enough to be involved. Therefore, Li Haifeng is no longer able to verify. Li Haifeng asked Yu Zecheng's relationship with the Military Control Commission for the last time. This question is the last struggle. It's not difficult for Zecheng. The former chief of the 2nd Department of the Military Command, Zhang Shiyuai, who was previously affiliated with, and I Li, is known to everyone. Therefore, the 22nd Department of the Military Command has no contact with the Military Control Commission. Normal. But Yu Zecheng answered without any problem. Although the 3 theories have not been proved personally, but at least it doesn't leak. Final. After these 3 questions, I believed in Yu Zecheng's identity again. Simple. Among several questions, there are so many machines hidden, but there is no extension too much, so it ruined the narrative rhythm of the plot. The script and directorial level are both lurking. Top level among domestic TV series. The first 3 episodes are just the tip of Yu Zecheng's iceberg. Afterward, what kind of twists and turns will he go through? Let's slowly reveal it in the subsequent plot. Video production is not easy. If you like this video, don't forget to like it and support this video. The 2nd issue of The Lurking will be updated within 3 days. See you next time.